Hello everyone and welcome back to Animation Pilgrimage, where we watch every single theatrically released animated film in chronological order. I'm Sean.
And I'm Tennille.
And today we are looking at the 1962 toy animation film. What is this movie even called?
Arabian Nights, Adventures of Sinbad.
Okay.
Sometimes it's called that.
Okay.
Sometimes it's called The Adventures of Sinbad the Sailor. It's got a couple of different English names.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's another adaptation of 1001 Arabian Nights, this time.
Of one of the stories of 1001 Arabian Nights.
Yes. This is them talking about Sinbad the Sailor. Except not those guys.
Yes, so it's very, very loose telling of Sinbad the Sailor.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, one of the kids is just named Sinbad.
And the other kid is named Ali.
Yeah. And they're brothers?
Yes.
Yeah, they're brothers.
The older brother is named Sinbad, the younger brother is named Ali.
Uh-huh.
They dream of being sailors. They find a guy washed up on this on the beach who tells them about
Sailing.
and a special island that has cool treasures on it or something.
This story is actually closer
To
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island? Yeah.
I wanted to say Treasure Planet because I'm
more familiar with that version.
a fan of Treasure Planet. But
Yeah,
no.
but it feels very much like Treasure Island and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they want to board this sailing ship and like, hey, you should let us on the boat. And he's like, no.
By the way,
The
I
captain.
did confirm the guy they found washed up on shore and the captain are definitely different characters.
Different characters? Okay.
Yes.
Just like, we got 3/4 of the way through the movie, I was like, wait, was this supposed to be the same guy as the guy they found
Washed up on shore?
the shore?
No, it's not.
Okay. So they get jobs on this boat by sneaking aboard.
By being stowaways.
Because of course you do. And they're like, we want to be sailors. And the captain's like, alright, fine.
Alright, I guess.
And
He'd
so-
already told him no. Like, no, not on your life.
Uh-huh.
And then they snuck on board and he's like, well, I guess.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it doesn't even like punish him or anything. He's just like, alright, fine.
So they move on to being boat hands. And there's the thin one and the fat one.
Who are also sailors.
Who are just, a couple of random
Comedy
sailors.
relief guys.
The comedy relief characters of this movie.
Uh-huh.
There's also a cat with a face that is way too small.
Yeah. It's got that Akira face going on.
Just, the face is tiny.
It's too small.
It's a little bitty face.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so they
They have adventures. Like, that's really the best way to sum it up.
But
Because
most of it's like, I can't even remember anything that happened. They're like in a storm, and then later they're in a different storm, and then later there's like a third storm maybe.
yeah, just a lot of different random things happen.
They just do random boat things.
Along the way, they meet people. They make friends with a princess. And
Oh, okay.
get-
That's the part that takes like the longest, is they meet the
right.
allegory of, I don't know, let's say Jasmine.
because we're stupid and we only know Aladdin.
We only know the Disney's version of this. So we got Jasmine and her dad, the Sultan, who is a doddering fool still.
Yeah.
He even has a literal rocking horse.
You know, okay.
There's the evil vizier character.
This movie makes me want to go into a little side tangent about how people view original content and like the ownership of ideas kind of thing.
Okay.
And you know, it's entirely possible for two people in completely different parts of the world to come up with very similar ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And to have those ideas like come through in a different way. And I don't think that is like theft of anyone's property, you know? Like
Okay.
that kind of thing happens.
I also want to say that this is an unknown movie from
1962.
62. There's a very good chance that one or two or maybe more people that worked on Aladdin.
Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't even necessarily connecting this to Aladdin. It's just, like, a general thing where people are like, wow, this one person made this thing that does this, and now somebody else is making something that's kind of similar and has a lot of different other, like, uses some of those same ideas. It's just a ripoff or whatever. And it's like, I don't know if I get behind that. And this happens all the time. I am not talking about a specific situation here. I'm just talking about, I hear this kind of thing all the time where something is accused of being a ripoff just because it shares one or two similar elements. And I'm like, that's not
I feel like you're specifically
how...
talking about The Lion King.
No, I'm not.
No?
I'm not.
Okay.
I want to make that clear. I'm not. I am just talking about, like, how ideas progress in general in the creative field and how people are constantly borrowing and updating and reusing ideas.
Everybody does this.
Yes.
People steal from Disney. People borrow ideas from Disney's and tropes that they set in place.
Mm-hmm.
Disney borrows ideas and tropes that other people have set in place.
Yeah.
Other things involving no Disney at all borrow ideas from other people. That's how things happen.
Yeah.
And I don't think... Okay, even if it's, like, very incredibly similar...
Mm-hmm.
I'm generally going to be okay with it because whichever one is a better movie is still going to be a better movie.
Right.
Sure, one might not have the financial support of the other, and that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how it be, okay?
Right. Well, and this kind of also ties back into, like this story is a fan fiction.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's an alternate AU fanfic of Sinbad. And I don't know why we're going into this topic now, but I really don't have a whole lot to say about this movie, so I guess I just kind of want to talk about, like, how stigmatized, like, the idea of fan fiction is when the majority of what we ingest is fanfic of some kind. Like this.
It's a fix-it fic.
It's not a fix-it-fic, it's like a completely alternate AU version of Sinbad. Like, what if Sinbad had a brother named Ali, and
then
they
did the thing with the princess and the sultan and the evil vizier.
Yeah.
Because they do that. They get captured because one of the sailors sings a song about how his...
mandolin is magical and makes
money, and... For some reason, everybody believes it to be true.
Even though it's obviously a bar song.
Yeah.
That has, like, no weight to it. But okay.
So they all get captured, and then...
The vizier is very keen on why they don't just steal the mandolin, either. Like, he doesn't just, like, take the mandolin... Oh, wait, they don't take the mandolin because they're certain that they are lying about having to sing a specific song to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's the excuse they give.
So Ali escapes. The vizier really wants to marry the princess because of course he does.
Uh-huh.
They all escape through various means. The princess helps by giving, like, drugging the guards.
Mm-hmm.
They have a chase sequence on horses where the fat guy's riding a skinny horse and the skinny guy's riding the fat horse, and the horse animation is
really
real
weird.
bad.
I like it and I hate it at the same time. I like it because it's like they were very distinctly trying to put some real character animation in here, but I hate it because it just doesn't really work. It doesn't look good. Like, I love the effort put into it, but it just doesn't work.
Ali escapes by flying on a magic feather.
Mm-hmm.
And then after all this is done, the princess chases after them, rides her horse into the ocean, Sinbad pulls her aboard the ship as they're going away, and we never see the horse again, so presumably it drowned and died.
Yeah, that horse is dead.
And so now we have the female character on the adventure with us, with Sinbad, the generic-looking, toy, good-looking guy. The
rotoscope boy.
Yeah, the rotoscope boy, and then we have the rotoscope girl, and then we have the small, cartoonish, big-headed child. You know, all the toy animation characters. And they do adventure-y things. Again.
Yeah. They find Treasure Island.
They find the Treasure Island. The evil vizier chases after them with an army of guys who all get trounced immediately by a giant bird and, like, ethereal floating jellyfish monsters. And they don't get any money in the end, but all the good guys survive and all the bad guys die. And Sinbad turns, it's like, I found the greatest treasure of all. And the girl's like, really? What is it? And he's like, it's you. The end.
Yeah.
And, like, you guys have shared the screen for like 3 seconds and had literal no conversations. Yeah,
you guys have like zero chemistry, but okay. I guess
pretty boy gets pretty girl.
How these work.
Okay.
The princess is also seen writing letters back home. So like Sultan and Mom are totally okay with her gallivanting
Mom who
off.
literally only shows up for the scene with the letter.
Yeah, but, well, she was kind of in a vision earlier, and we're like, who the hell is that? And then later she shows up being seen reading the letter, and it's like, oh, she's Mom. Okay.
Hi, Mom. You were introduced in a vision like 5 minutes before this letter got sent in the first place.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that clears that up.
Sure. One might say that the structure of this movie is messy.
What? I thought it was crystal clear.
Yeah, so
there's a lot of like the art direction's kind of split. You either have like the rotoscoped people or the cartoony toy animation designs. But like overall this movie looks okay. It's not great.
Yeah.
It's all just kind of very mediocre and understandable why it hasn't stuck around.
Yeah, just like the last one, it's probably pretty passable. The last Toei film, that is.
Yeah.
Which was The Orphaned Brother.
Yeah.
They just keep making movies, and they exist.
Rolling them at the wall and seeing what sticks, man, I'm telling you.
They just exist, and I don't know what to say about a lot of them. It's like, yeah, you're making a movie a year, and it shows.
It really shows.
You should
slow down.
You haven't thought about, like, character arcs, progression, general storytelling.
Because just like The Orphan Brother, this one has the same problem where, like, Sinbad does absolutely nothing until, like, the last third of the movie.
Yeah, where he has, like, a sword fight with the evil vizier, I think.
Right. Because, like, otherwise, this movie should really be about Ali. Because he does everything in the movie leading up to this point.
Yeah.
Same thing was kind of the issue with Orphan Brother. It was more about Andrew than anybody else.
Yeah, about the sister and or the mermaid handmaiden.
Yeah.
I don't know. These movies
Mermaid
are weird.
Handmaiden is such a better name anyway. Or Andrew the Swan.
How about Mermaiden?
Mermaiden. Mwah, beautiful. Take it to print.
New movie coming from Toei Animation.
Mermaiden.
Mermaiden. 2020.
Oh. Well, anyway, I think that's really it.
Yeah, I think that's honestly it. There's not a lot to say about this one.
Yeah.
So, next movie is The Bath.
Yeah.
From
See you guys
USSR.
then.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
昔トルコの王様は